If you put a financial plan in motion in the beginning of the year, that will give you time to achieve your money goals. Richmond-based money expert JB Bryan is here with how to develop your own financial calendar for 2017. Hi, JB. Good to see you again.
It's great to be here, and that was very well said. If you start now, it can make a huge difference. And I challenge you now to really plan out the entire year. Set up things that you want to do each quarter so that you have a project throughout the year, a financial project that you're working on throughout the year entirely.
And that's a great idea, because when you look at a project like a year, that's overwhelming. But if you break it down into smaller chunks, then we go, okay, let's start in the first quarter, which is January through March. What should we be doing?
When I think about that, I really think you should focus on preparing for your tax return. So knowing that you can still make contributions into your IRA for last year up to your tax return date.
So if we were a procrastinator, we still have time.
Yes, and some people procrastinate all the way to April. That's bad. So now if you just continue to put money away into and market for 2016 contributions, that's very important. Make sure that you note to the investment that it is for 2016. It will count for last year, and you can put it on your tax return for April 18th.
And then after that, we can start putting it away for 2017.
Yes, and this is also the best time to think about, how am I doing? And look at your W-2. Did you make more money? Look at your 1099s. Do you need to set up tax strategies for your investments? Is there too much taxable items on your 1099? Is there ways that you could defer the taxation to a later date? So look at the W-2s, look at the 1099s, and prepare for your taxation. Look at the health savings accounts. Wow, it sounds like a lot in the first quarter, doesn't it?
It does sound like a lot, but we're actually kind of like doing some financial keeping from last year and kind of getting everything ready to move forward. So this is the time we need to look at our taxes, make sure that we were putting enough away if we owe a lot, and then moving forward. Okay, so that's our first quarter. Second quarter, April to June. The first thing on your list is organize and shred. Seems to me that should have been number one on the list.
Well, I'm only saying that because you're at the tax table. You're in April.
Oh, okay.
You have all these receipts and everything. You have tax returns from previous years. So start thinking about, what do I need to get rid of? What can I shred? And even better, look into ways that you can protect your identity. That there's actually, you could say, instead of getting all these paper statements, maybe I need to look into getting e-statements. Maybe these things don't need to be in my hand. And then when you have them in e-form, when you need them, you can print them out on demand.
But you know, that's so scary when we hear about all this hacking going on, that you're putting all that stuff online electronically, but then again, we have to protect it with strong passwords.
Because in most cases, if you look at the research, identity theft is typically from someone that you know that had access to your mailbox, access to your statements, access to this information that maybe online would give you additional protection. But you're right. Make sure that you update your passwords and do everything that you can do so that you're not hacked.
And you mentioned getting rid of a lot of stuff. How much stuff like receipts and tax returns should we be saving?
Yeah, well, you need to save everything for the year that you want to write it off. But do you still need things from 5 years ago? Most likely not. Do you need to have all of your quarterly statements? No, but you need to have your year-end statements for every year. And maybe not for 10 years ago, but you do need, it's better if you have to have a lot of statements, then focus on making sure that your year-end statements are correct, which are going to be coming to you in the mail soon. So make sure they're correct, and then you can get rid of the other quarters.
And as we get ready to move into the next quarter, you say we should be reviewing our emergency fund.
Look at the emergency fund. So you have tax time behind you, and now you're into the latter parts of the year. Do you still have the 3 to 6 months available to you in an emergency fund? Look at things like developing a full investment policy statement or a retirement policy statement on what your goals are, how you're going to achieve them. You're at mid-year now, so you want to start looking at, how are my investment portfolios in relation to my risk tolerance and things like that. So that could be things that you could put into third quarter.
So we're doing a review in third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, what are we doing?
In your fourth quarter, you're at the end, so a lot of times people put off to that fourth quarter contribution contributions. But it is a good time to think about being generous. And then you're preparing for the year, and have you saved enough into your plans at work? Have you maximized your contributions into the plans at work? So you have 3 months left at that point, and then make sure that you're on target for saving the maximum that you can. You may have received a bonus and you didn't put enough away, so your taxation may be a little higher. So as you see yourself approaching the end of the year, then adjust yourself accordingly. Save more if you can.
Well, we're only 10 days into the new year, so we've got a lot of time to work on those 4 quarters.
But write them down now so when we have our family meetings, when you look at your finances, these are some things you want to look at. Even also in that last quarter, look at all of your insurances. Look at all of your insurance policies. Review how much you have on your home.
Check the beneficiaries.
Check your beneficiaries on all of your statements, right? On all of your accounts.
Thank you, JB.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. We've given them a lot to do.
We have a lot to do. JB offers free money seminars every Wednesday at noon and on select Saturday mornings at 10 at her office in Glen Allen. You do need to pre-register. Just visit us online at WTVR.com/VTM. We'll put you a link there to get more information.